Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday night. Happy Sunday night, guys. Today I was hopping on a live and listening to another relationship coach, and the topic today was very interesting. Um, I like to know what's going on in the industry, what's new, what's old. And it was very interesting. I don't do that very often. I don't listen to other bloggers so often. But today the topic was crucial for understanding how things really work with dating Ukrainian women and scamming. And so today we're going to talk about how long genuine Ukrainian women will really wait for you. And the reason why I decided to make this video because um, I felt it's crucially important to really understand, to really understand the difference between people who just playing games, people who just having fun, and people who just taking your time, and people who are real. Because nobody will give you your time back. And so I listened to the version of the um, dating coach. She's very good at what she does. But on this particular matter, I completely disagree with her insight and advice. And the reason why is my own experience, and my own life experience and experiences with my clients. So let's get started. So one of my subscribers too. So we share this particular subscriber in common. We have him in common, and it's great. I'm all about you guys exploring different options, getting the most information and support. And once again, the dating coach that was giving advice, she is very genuine person, and she's very good at what she does. So but I was thinking about this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to make this live today because I won't be able to fall asleep. Like, for real, I'm pretty tired. It's a late evening, which feels like 12 a.m., but I think it's after 9. Anyways, so how long Ukrainian lady will really, how long she will really, wait for somebody when she's over there, he's over here. So that particular case, I don't know. I have to tell you guys, I don't know all the details, and I'm sure the subscriber will actually see this video and comment on it. And maybe when you see this, send me a detailed letter on your situation so we can work on that. Oh, here you are, Tracy, talking about you right now. So I don't know your whole situation. I don't know like all of your details. But one thing I know, it's been 10 years, and the lady is over there and you are here. And this video is not going to be just about you. I'm going to generalize because once again, I don't know your details. But I have a very strong view on us that sometimes we just need nothing but logic. Nothing but logic, despite of the country. Hey guys, hey everybody, John, Mark, what's up, Patrick, Green King. Hey guys, good to see you late Sunday night. So, number one, every excuse, every circumstance, rather than death, everything that has a long, complicated explanation, the children, the school, the war, the city, I'm sick, all these other things, everything rather than death does not excuse you not being with somebody you want to be for real. That is my strong point of view on this, and it's based on real life. So basically, now, okay, let's talk about the time frame, because there is certain time frame. Of course, you can have a time frame where something happens. Maximum time frame, healthy time frame with Ukrainian woman is 1 to 3 years. And I have some guys that going through K1 here. Please comment, those of you who are getting toward a successful resolution. So 1 to 3 years, it's a healthy, normal relationship development and time where where you actually can develop relationships, where you can get to know the person, where you can get their the documents done, all that sort of going to where it's supposed to go. And why in my title I post authentic, genuine Ukrainian women? Because these ladies who are not genuine, they have no business. They ain't sitting there waiting for you. Their interest is that you hang in there as much as you can. They give you an idea of relationship. You think you are, and she is your girl, and she is your date, but she's not. She's never met you, she's never touched you, she's never seen you, she's not in love with you, she's not jealous you. I have this young man, like really young, I think he was like 21 or 19. He wrote me that his girl, been writing him, and anybody who comes from the most famous dating site that is completely like 100% basically scam. If you want to know what's a dating site and you don't know, just send me an email to consultveronika. I'll tell you what it is. And we actually have a list of dating sites that are basically scam, just scam. So especially when letters coming from those dating sites, guys, this is just such a BS. And there is love, and I'll be waiting for you, and please don't date anybody else, or don't leave me. So yeah, exactly, that's exactly right. I just I don't want to I don't want to make it public, although I think I could, because everybody knows that the dating sites is just it has a terrible reputation, and most people were scammed in my history doing this for several years. They were, most of them, 80-90% was from their website. So anyways, guys, I don't want to discourage you. I want to encourage you to do the thing that feels good and that in the end will work for you. And when people write to you from those dating sites, and over the years you communicating with them while they're on the site, that means nothing. So Tracy, I have a question to you. Did she get off from the site, or she's still on the website? Because if she's still, if she's still talking with you on the website, that's a totally different conversation. But let's just go back to the common sense. As you guys know, I am from Ukraine. I was born in Ukraine. I grew up in this sort of post-Soviet mentality. I've been through a lot, and I know, well, after 10 years, like, how many years did it take you to get off the anesthesia? I'm just curious. Anyways, so I've been through a lot. I am, one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I want to share things I know. So, Ukrainian woman is, if she is into you, if she considering you seriously, she ain't waiting years to be with you. It's a lie, it's a myth, it's not true. Unless, you were living with her, you have child with her, and you have a job that's, you have some crazy circumstance, but you actually been with her for real. You were living together. Sometimes people have like a distant job that brings a lot of money. But overall, But overall, it's just, we are not talking about those situations, of some, one thing I've noticed, once again, when the situation needs some very intricate, elaborate, complicated explanation of this and that, and their, and their emotions, and, your schedule, and their kids, and their parents, and the war is going, when there is all this difficulty, it only means one thing, that it's not gonna happen and you're just wasting your time. Ukrainian women are very concrete. When they want somebody, when they like somebody, they will never even let you or accept, they will never accept waiting for you. Guys, you also dating younger women. Do you really think that a young, beautiful woman just sit there and just she does nothing but reading your emails for 5, 6, 7, 10 years? There is no way. I'm from Ukraine. I know how women are. There are like 10, 20 different guys. The single attractive woman have tons of guys around her. So it's a big question. Why is that? If she is on a website, why it's after 10 years nothing works for her? Are you like the last chance? And and all of the above. I mean, in United States, women can date and be a girlfriend for years. I remember coming here, I was wondering, how is it like women do that? Like, why do they do that? Who wants to be a girlfriend? Like, who wants to be, it's especially like, mature women. Like, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to us. Ukrainian women are all about commitment, are all about, if you did not come to see her within the first year, you didn't have chemistry, you didn't have great connection, she ain't waiting for you, she's not sitting there. So I have to completely disagree with the video I saw today, just on this particular issue. The woman that is really into you, she would break up with you after probably 1 or 2 years if you didn't do what you were supposed to do. She might sort of remain friends and have you like on a backup seat. How to say this? Backup seat, or no, not a backup seat. It's back plan or extra backup plan. That was this. She might have you somewhere. And how do you know, guys? How do you know? Do you really think that you are the only man she's talking to? Absolutely not. I can tell you right now, you are not the only man. There is, we don't do these commitments to ghosts. Because unless you seeing each other like every couple months, you staying in touch, you've been with each other, you met, you spent a lot of time together, you have concrete plans, she has no business. She might, the only reason why she does it, because she keeps you on her list of suitors or admirers, so she can get her extra flowers, extra gifts, extra money if possible, iPhones, whatever. And this is just, other words, the woman that wants you, she cares less about stuff. She cares less about the phones, about the money transfers, because she looks at you in the long run. She wants to spend time with you so she can figure out, are you the right man to settle down with? Are you the right man to be a father figure, to have kids with? She knows that, the compliments, the trips, the gifts, it will all come. She's not, because there are many men that can give you flowers. There are many men that could take you out to dinner. There are many men that can buy you an iPhone if you can't have one. But there are not so many men that you can actually live with, settle down with, and feel like, like you can be yourself. There is very limited amount of men. And so the woman that is authentic, she ain't spending this time with you. She's not doing that. it's an absolute BS. It's gonna take another 10 years to figure out what I'm talking right now. If you would only know how many people every single week writing me that, oh my gosh, I wish I would listen, I wish I would realize. It's a very simple way to see it. If that lady lives in a war zone, there are ways to get out of the war zone. You cannot go there, but she can get out. She can go to Russia, or she can go to central Ukraine, West Ukraine. She can get out. For you, it would be so complicated. But it's not even that. It's not even about all the circumstances. You have to understand the passion of Slavic people. We are extremely passionate. We're like Italians, basically. We aren't sitting there waiting for nobody, especially guys. I'm sorry to say this, but the beautiful women you have crushed on, they have better things to do. And no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what is happening, if two people decide that they're going to do something, they are doing it. There is no excuse rather than death. That's with Russian girls and with Ukrainian girls, with Slavic girls. We don't do that tomorrow. In fact, we have problem with patience. We want everything and now. And when it comes to a man, we're not committing to emails. Guys, we're not committing to emails. We're not committing to texts. We're not committing to promises. I'll see you in spring. I'll see you in summer. I'll see you then. It's just like, just try to be logical. Also, women need to be loved. They need to be loved. They are on top. If they're in their 20s and 30s and 40s, they are on top of it. They need you physically there, present. If you have chemistry, and if it's there, it might not be there. But if it's there, they aren't sitting there, just, oh my gosh, this email. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to sleep with this email. Oh, we're gonna be sleeping together. How romantic is that? Now, there are also another kind of women. The reason why they stay for 10 years, because they're not interested in you, and they maybe not even want to have to move. They might not even want to move somewhere. They just kind of, it's just entertaining, it's just like entertaining to have something like that. Oops, don't fall. Okay, I hope I'm not getting on fire here, guys. So okay, yeah, you can see I'm getting warm. So yeah, so I hate to be in the barrier of a bad news, but sometimes you have to wake up to reality. So I told you, what I'm thinking about this. I am a woman. There is no way in the world, I could imagine, waiting for nobody, even the Prince of the Universe, for 10 years. There is no way in the world, especially if you've never been. You see, guys, there is a main difference. If you never been with that man, if you've been with him, if you maybe traveled with him, if you lived with him, but you have some unfortunate circumstance and you were together, you guys mixing up the most important thing. You think that you were together when you went to restaurants and you kissed a couple times. For Ukrainian women, that doesn't mean you were together. You never lived together. You didn't experience life. You didn't really do the real thing. Sometimes people love each other and life just separates them, but they know who they are, and they know value to their relationship, and they know what you're waiting for. Ukrainian women will never sit there and wait for somebody she doesn't even know. I mean, it could be, I'll say this, she could be in the illusion for like a year or two. But usually, who has the illusion? Usually not the Ukrainian woman has illusion. The illusion usually comes from Western guys that believe all this blah blah blah. I have low internet, my grandmother is sick, my kids need to grow up, and all that. So yeah, just don't do that, because you're not gonna live forever. Every day count. Make every day count. What genuine Ukrainian woman would do after about 6 months to a year, she would confront you with the question, what are we? Where is this is all going? What is the plan? When are you coming? Uh, she would actually confront you before she leaves you. If she ever was into you, before she walks away, she's gonna confront you about the commitment. Ukrainian women are all about commitment, period. Period. That's all. We are all about commitment because we ain't got no time. Most of Ukrainian women want to be mothers. Uh, or maybe they're a mother already and they maybe want to have a better life. They're not gonna give you years. That's an illusion. That's just they have you as their backup. You know how fun it is to be on the backup. So okay, if nothing else worked, maybe I'll go with you, and that leads me right to another point, guys. You don't want to be married. You don't want to have a relationship with a woman who is desperate. As much as I hate to say this, I know about the war, I know about economy, but you don't want to be the desperation, be the reason for your relationship. I have to again disagree with the coach that was making the video, and it's nothing personal. It all depends for everybody, but the woman that marries you out of desperation, there is a very low chance she will ever want you. She will ever love you. She will ever connect with you. She will do it out of duty for her son. She will do it out of duty to maybe help her family. I have nothing against helping other people. I think it's wonderful to help people. I think it's wonderful to maybe give donations, to maybe help how you can. But I don't think that marriage should be based on sympathy. And for the woman, the marriage should be based on, okay, I can escape, so let me just go with this guy, whatever. And, once again, guys, I'm not saying this to put anybody down. I think that every single one of us deserves real, authentic, genuine, beautiful love. And there is abundance of it everywhere. But when we get ourselves in these complicated situations we can't explain with 10 sentences and 15 syllables words, it's usually the answer. I've noticed the most complicated situations have the most simple answer, and the answer is wrong way. It's not gonna work. When we want something, we find time for it. We make time for it. I have a simple example. If you want to go to the bathroom, I don't care if your kid is sick, if it's snowing, you lost your job, you have time to you find time to go to to answer the nature call. You don't care, you're gonna do it. Well, for Ukrainian women, love is the same thing. She would do everything that she can, and she would confront you. There are no excuses if you're not offering anything. She might even not confront you and just move on and tell you, well, I'll see you later. When you know the plan, ring my bell. So that's exactly, she would not let to put herself on hold. And if she would put herself on hold, she would hold you accountable. So guys, I had to come out and say this. So any comments? Yeah, guys, about that website, it's probably the most famous, website. I mean, I would just shut it down because the problem is you think you meet somebody, but you don't. Girls on these websites, why do you think, okay, I have a question for you. Why do you think that girls on the websites have time to talk with you Friday night, Saturday night, like the most social nights of the year, or I mean of the year, most sociable nights of the week, right? But then when you ask them, could you Skype me? Could you call me on, on the regular phone? Could you use maybe some social media to talk? They, oh, I don't speak English, or what's my favorite? Yeah, but I don't have that program on my computer. Basically, they never have time to talk with you because when they sit on Anastasia, they have many windows open, so they can type in every window. Do you understand that? They're not just talking to you. So, and also they're getting paid from many websites, most of them. So they're always okay to talk with you on a website because it's a job. They're getting paid for it, and for Ukrainian women, it's pretty good money. So, oops, it's pretty good money for Ukrainian women that these websites pay them, and they are on them. It's not for the heart. So, you just have to use some logic. All right, guys, I'm tired. Let's see what you have to say. Why do they lie? Because there are very few genuine women who are sitting on the websites. Yeah, there is some kind of contract, whatever they do, but they're not real. And it's a game. It's a game. It's a ways to make money. No woman, once again, unless you're getting paid, no woman, I mean, okay, imagine a young, beautiful woman sitting there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, just typing you all evening. She's not gonna do that. She gonna go out. She gonna do something. Guys, I do not recommend. If you want to know, we actually, Dave and I, we made list of all the bad dating sites. So if you send me an email to consultveronika@gmail.com, you can find my email under my every video or almost every video. So I will send you that list. And if you are, yeah, I mean, and if you get scammed and you figure that out, please share with me. Tell me some more. The reason why I joined today that video call, because I always want to know what's in trend. Scammers very often creating new ideas. They very often creating new trends in scamming. So I'm trying to stay up to date and listening to what happens to people, because there are not really, oh my gosh, all bride websites are completely scam, complete scam. I wish I could tell you different. I would say if you have real intentions, you have to save some cash and go see it. Meanwhile, thank you so much, Sovereign Agent. I appreciate your input, your support, and your big green message, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the contribution, and thank you for just being straightforward on this one. Another thing, guys, about the conversations. This thing about conversations. A lot of times on the websites, when you talk to girls, conversations can be incredible. If you would only know how many men wrote me and sent me snapshots of very witty, smart, sexy conversations, with ladies they had. But guess what? it's not, it's not those ladies sitting there. The translators, very often on those websites, they have translators that sit there, and translators are very smart. They're very eloquent in their language. They can even have a degree in creative writing. So basically, you can have an incredible conversation with a person that is writing for the girl, or the girl can be pretty good at our women have a lot of knowledge. I feel that, I don't know, maybe, in correct me if I'm wrong, I feel that European women have a lot of interests, and they like to joke, and they're pretty sharp. So unfortunately, sometimes they use us, and not for good. These women are working, they're trying to make an extra dollar, which is, if your business is not is by getting people delusional, I don't really have respect for that, you know. Every week I deal and work, with victims of these crimes, because they really are, guys, they really are internet crimes. So so what is the, like, solution? Is to actually go and travel, or hire a high level matchmaker. The difference the difference is, with a high level matchmaker, what happens is they work with women that they vetted, that they know, and depends on the quality of matchmaker. Because I don't know if Mark is still here. Mark, are you still here? Sometimes, you go to certain agencies, and you have faith that they really know the girls, and that the girls are genuine, and then still, the girls are trying to play you a little bit, even when you are in Ukraine. But if you could come to Ukraine for a decent amount of time, and if maybe you can hire like a higher level matchmaker, you just have a better chance of finding the matching personality, and the person that is um, into everything they say into. They are looking for partners. They want to go places. So yeah, Mark is here. Awesome. Mark, does it make sense to you when I say that sometimes, because I remember our experiences, like on our tour, and how you were having fun going on dates, but a lot of times, there was some agenda, or the matchmaker would be pushing a girl that is really, she's not that it's impossible, but she was not exactly where you needed her to be. Or sometimes, there would be some uh, ideas, the girls would ask you for things, and like, honestly, you're one of the most generous guys that I've met so far. And I know it's not a problem, but it's about the concept. When the girl you don't know ask you to get her something, to buy you something, to before you got to know her, if she's like in a rush to, how to say this, to grab something from you, that's a really red flag. And with Mark, I don't know, Mark, I just felt that I was really happy for you, because you had great experience, and I'm really proud of you for exploring and going. If you could only stay there for a month or so, or some weeks, and just socializing, you can have a nice variety of people to connect with, and then to, keep going. Okay, just a moment, guys. I didn't know so many of you are not asleep yet. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Sovereign agent. Sorry to say this, no offense intended. If you are not white, don't go to Ukraine. Your zero of success is zero. Well, this is a harsh statement. I'm not gonna comment on it because my channel. I do not discriminate anybody, and it's it's not as we definitely have people that are very close-minded, and it's like they, if you're different, you out. But time have been changing, so there is certain truth to what you say, but it really depends. There are many where I live here in Michigan, and I have friends in Ann Arbor. There are many mixed couples here. I'm not saying that it's the biggest trend. I cannot say this, but you know what? I appreciate your input. I don't mind when people tell how they feel. This is, how they see that. I do not see it that way. I think that when you meet the right person, nothing is a problem. But the problem is usually people meet the wrong person and they try to make it right. That's all. Okay. And thank you for the contributions. Thank you for your support, guys. I appreciate that. Well, it is, let's see, it is actually 10 p.m. here. So it depends. It's not midnight, but still. Yeah, exactly. So Mark is saying, guys, I just want to tell you this. Mark is saying something really valuable here. So he's saying, exactly, need more time. But the advantage I have is all the knowledge I gained on the first trip. Exactly. When you go on a trip, you try it with your own skin. You get the feeling of the culture, of the people. You have your own experiences. Nobody can experience that for you. Like, you can have the best the best coach in the world, but they can't feel for you. You might come and you say, hey, this is awesome, but you know what, I'm going back to Michigan and finding a country girl because this is way too complicated. I cannot. It's great, I had fun, but you know what, it's not for me. Or you can say, this is awesome, I want to stay here, I have some members that want to buy an apartment there. So we all have a unique way of having our experiences. Happiness and satisfaction, it's an inner process. You know how there are some people, they are never happy. And so if this never happy person, goes to Ukraine and tell you, oh, this is crap, they are all scammers, or their streets are dirty, or you will listen to this. You have to go and try. So Mark, for example, we have Mark as example today as well. He checked it out. He had his he has his ups and downs, but boy, now he doesn't even need anybody. He doesn't need anybody to hold his hand. He can go and have experiences. He already knows better now, and it could be a successful trip. So let's see. Okay, messages, please don't go that fast. Thank you guys for the kind words. Thank you, Helena. I appreciate that. Okay, Dan Fedorchuk. If you can speak Russian and Ukrainian, doesn't matter the color. What matters is you have money. If you have money, you get honey. Well, you know what? I think it's important to be able to provide, but it really depends on your goals. If you want a trophy wife, you can definitely just have that. But for real relationship, it takes a lot more than just looks and money. I think it's known, right? Okay. Wow, it's funny. I never know when people are up. Well, thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you guys for the kind words. I am dying. I saw you in the Filcus channel, and I have to say, okay, guys, we have to laugh a little bit here. So this one guy is saying, like, I saw you on the Filcus channel, and I have to say that you're pretty alive. Oh, okay, so I'm pretty alive than on previous videos. Okay, I thought that you were saying that I was prettier in those videos. Guys, beauty is in the eye of a beholder. I thought you were pranking me, but you know, a side message. There is something about your worth. It should not depend on the outer factors. If you guys know me, if you're watching my channel, you know I talk a lot about psychological and mental things. So just so you know, I get inspired, and we all get inspired from kind words, from compliments, from generosity, from beautiful things. But deep down, you have to have it in your core. You know who you are, what value you bring. You know deep down who you are. So never give it to in the hands of other people. So when people are mean to me, or you know they're not, they're trying to hurt you, you should always remember that your worth does not depend on outer circumstances. But I do appreciate the compliments, of course. So anyways, let's see. Thank you, Mark Walkers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the contribution. Do you have any questions? Those questions that come in green, as they pop up, because my comments are always delaying, guys. So that's why I have to wait a little bit. So let's see. Okay, so Sovereign Agent is saying the chance you will find a woman connection in Ukraine in your first trip are also near zero. If you persist and return, you can succeed. I agree with you 100% on that one. When you come to Ukraine for the first time, you just exploring. You just, you know, enjoying life a little bit. The saddest story is when you come to Ukraine because you met a girl on Anastasia, then her grandma is suddenly dying or getting sick and she could not make it, and then you sit in a hotel. I had several cases this summer with men flying from California, from Colorado, and other states, Michigan, and they were just counting on their date. They never went out and seen anything. Don't make it the case, guys. If you travel to Ukraine, have fun. Mark is saying, I intend to go again. Yeah, you know, maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a translator. Maybe you need. I have one person that I trust fully and I used before. So if you need somebody, just casually, not a big commitment, but I know somebody can give you her number and she can help. She's good. I have more than one person, but it just depends on your goals. And somebody just asked if it's safe to go to Ukraine. Guys, the situation that's going on now, it's been like this for 4 or 5 years. It's really no different. It is really no different. You just have to go. You do have to. You do have to make sure you know the latest news. As of now, there is, you know, the martial law is really a paper tiger. As of now, we don't know what's going to be tomorrow, but you can definitely travel. Especially, you know, I'm from Kiev. It's a big city. What I like about going to Kiev is that it's abundant. There are so many agencies, so many people, so many places to go. It fell down. So many places to go and just to explore. That's all. So, just treated. Yeah. So the first tip is really a vacation. That's exactly right, Mark. Greg, Merry Christmas, Veronica. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate the Christmas contribution. Thank you so much. Hi, Lance. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm presuming you want me to keep making the live videos. That's what I was thinking. I appreciate it. And I want to offer you guys something. Under my live videos, once I'm done, put some questions that maybe I didn't answer. So I will answer them in my next one. Casey, you're making me laugh. Casey is saying you are like them school teachers that all high school kids try to purposely stay after school tutoring to just sit with you. All right, okay. All right, guys. Okay, wow, I have so many things. Okay, I'm gonna read the colorful first ones. Hey, James, what up? Thank you so much for joining and joining and contributing to the cause. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Let me read what. Okay, let's see. Let me read. So James is saying, sovereign agent, no offense either if you only value Veronica Olsen videos, such valuable suggestion, no matter your. Yeah, guys, I just want to tell you this. We have VIP Club, we have Patreon. I know how much negativity and turmoil and politics and fights are going on in the world. So in my VIP club, I don't discriminate anybody by age, by race, by political beliefs. I have some very strong beliefs, and I think that all of us are worthy. So James, I do not encourage anybody to exclude people. So let's see. So yeah, I want my charts, guys, to be kind and to be accepting, okay? Because we have chaos on TV. The reasons why I do not watch news, I do not watch debates, I do not follow that because it completely separates us apart, and this is basically what government wants. They don't want us to get along. We'll never be the same. We always be different. It's not about being the same. It's about figuring out ways where we can get along. So let's be kind. Let's be, I want everybody to be successful. There is someone for everybody. So I think there was just some misunderstanding. And guys, listen, please, let's just be in peace and let's not fight. We have enough of chaos like everywhere. So in my VIP club, we have people of different beliefs. It doesn't bother me. We have people of different backgrounds, skin colors, ages, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not about us all, look the same and believe in the same things. It's about us getting along, achieving our dreams, and proving the world that the world is so big. There is so much for everybody. There is enough for everybody and more. So there is no point of having a fight. Okay. So Lance, it would be great to have you at the VIP. And by the way, if you want to be at the VIP and sometimes like you missing a call or you're not able to join, So if you are a member, you will get a recording. You will get a recording of the call, and our members really share their real experiences and personal details. Every call we learn something new. So, Dave, could you please write my email, consultveronika@gmail.com, so guys can request? So we have um, 2 calls a month. Our next call is going to be on Saturday next week at 10 a.m. Eastern. So guys, VIP club, just so you know, I don't want to hide from you anything. So VIP club right now is it's $39 a month, and you get 2 meetings, two 2-hour meetings where we go on live chat through Zoom, and we have sometimes we have particular topics. People share their experiences, and of course, we consult and help each other. You're not blocked on Patreon. Why are you talking? And by the way, for Patreon members, you get on Patreon members. If you just want to be on Patreon, you want to be private, then you can actually get a recording of the VIP call. And I'm not charging for that. So you know how Patreon works. We have different posts. So it's just a benefit. So you can listen to the call on Patreon. Guys, anybody want to take the token? Anybody wants to take over? Look at my beautiful candles. Oh, okay, one. You see, I was talking, so that one is I blew one. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Guys, I want to wish everybody a good, beautiful, wonderful month. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got you, sovereign agent. But you know what? I have proof for every case. If you want me to agree with you, I will agree with you, and I will tell you examples when things didn't work based on some, circumstance, and then, or age or race or height or whatever. And if you tell me it works, I will give you another 50 examples when it works. So, that's just how it is. The world is bigger than we imagine, and the limitations are in our head. Guys, by the way, for my VIP members and my Patreon members, this weekend I had I was listening to Steve Harvey's motivational speech. It's called You Have Not Because You Ask Not. And I had tears in my eyes every time I listened to it. And I probably listened to it 15 times this weekend. That was one of the best speeches. We all have something different that resonates with us, but that speech had resonated with me, and it called You Have Not Because You Ask Not. You can actually find it on YouTube. And he just shares how he kept asking for something that it's important to not be confined by things. I do not encourage being confined by anything. Because if I would be confined by the circumstances I have had, I would never record this talk. I would be shy to express. I would think I don't know enough to talk to you guys. We can always find and talk ourselves out of things because of some sort of vision. We have to go beyond, and we have to let ourselves dream. So, okay, guys, let's see. Yeah, so everybody who is following me, everybody who um, likes the anything inspiring and entrepreneurial, and who wants to have more in life but have some anxiety or insecurity, listen to Steve Harvey. Somebody who lived in a car for 3 years, somebody who fall in love with a passion and, went out to comedy club and have his first performance. And when he found it, he made $50, and he broke up crying on the bus back. And the girl next to him could not understand why he's crying. It's nothing. He realized that that's what he does. That's who he is. He quit his job. He ended up homeless, but he went for his dream. And sometimes, guys, I want to tell you, okay, one last thing I want to tell you today. You have to listen to what's right here. Nobody can feel for you. Don't ask other people to evaluate your passion, your decisions, and basically yourself. Because we don't, we can only advise, we don't know how you feel. Nobody can decide for you. If I would go in my town, let's say I live in I have more subscribers than people in town where I live. So if I would take a mic and get out of the house and ask people like whether I should make a live show, whether I should do YouTube videos about relationships or traveling to Ukraine, people would just say, sure, or, why don't you find a job? Like, you gotta listen to your passion. And that's the answer. You gotta travel to Ukraine. You gotta experience things on your skin. Hey, Lance, have a good evening, and thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you all, guys. So if any of you have particular story and you want to give me some details, you want me to read your letter on my live, I can do that. Or I can just generalize it. So I've offered that earlier. By the way, yes, Steve Harvey is very inspirational. By the way, guys, Steve Harvey gives some awesome relationship advice. I actually watch his relationship advice. He has the short videos and he's like 100% spot on. He's real. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, just a minute. Jeff is saying, your videos are very educational. I would miss a lot of information if you didn't make this. Well, I'm going to make more of shorter videos and on the spot. When I make live chat, guys, I'm trying to see what is on the other side, how we can help each other, and also the interaction. I think having interactions with you guys is part of I feel really in the community when I do that. So, guys, I just want to tell you that no matter what nationality it is, no matter what country it is, always use common sense. I'm really glad I came out today, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means a lot. I was driving home about 7 p.m. I was already tired, but I was thinking about the live show I've seen today, and the reason why I'm making this video is this. I do not want you to spend any more years on waiting for a phantom, on waiting for a ghost. When Ukrainian women like you, if you don't show up, she will hint you a couple of times and then she closes the door. That is a real woman. And this behavior might look to you, oh, she's a bitch that she's doing that, but it's not. If she likes you, she's real with you. She's not trying to, make all this airy castles and excuses and frills, and all of the above. If she is real, she wants to lean back, and she wants you to take the initiative. Sometimes if she is really into you, she can give you couple chances. But if nothing happened for the first couple of months, couple of years at the top, and she's hanging in there, it only means that you are not the only one. She doesn't have better option. She's enjoying receiving your attention and maybe something material from you, and she's not serious. So that's all. She's just, imagine you, 10 years, I feel like it's half of you. Women that in their 20s and 30s, 10 years, it's half of their life. It's half of their adult life. There is no way. Like Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey would say something about that one. Yeah, guys, if you can, watch that video, because some of us have business goals, some of us have relationship goals. Whatever goal you have to look wider, and you have to trust your gut, and you have to have some you have to make sense. I can't even imagine, like, okay, now it's what, 2019. Can you guys even imagine what's going to be in 10 years? No. All right, guys, I'm reading last messages and I got to go. Green King, do I look like Expedia website right now? Okay. Yeah, I love Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, I want to make it to your show sometime. I just love, guys, what I like about Steve Harvey. I don't know if you noticed that. He ain't getting into any like suppressed men mentality. I love how he talks. He just keeps it real. He cuts the BS. When the girl comes on the stage or on his show and she's trying to tell him, this and that and all the complications about the guy, he just looks at her and he cuts all the BS and gets straight to the point. That's all. That's all he does. And I love him for that. I absolutely admire he gets to the chase and he talks like a man. He doesn't, he talks like a man. He doesn't do this pleasing things. He's not, he's staying a hardcore man, and I absolutely enjoy listening to him. By the way, he has a great video of whether women should offer to pay on a date. I love that video. VIP members, I will post this, and maybe Patreon members too. I'll post that video on the platforms, whether the woman should offer paying on a date. I just had, he's just on top of it, and he's not giving in to any media thing that puts men down. So, well, I'm a fan. Oh, guys, you're hilarious today. But I will send you, if you guys, want to watch those two videos. Like when I saw his video on whether women should offer to pay for the day? I answer, that's my kind of guy. So that's my kind of guy, straightforward. Or the question was, should women offer to pay so the guy will appreciate it? And he said, no, you shouldn't offer, and he would not appreciate it. He got into real talk. So I love Steve Harvey. My son love uh, all right, my son loves his videos. You know what we like? We like when he does somebody asks him a question and doesn't make zeros, like the question they asked is a mess or makes no sense. He just makes a face. Like I like his real talk, but I also like when he makes a face. Like he just makes a face, like he gives them the facial expression, and it's not even funny. Like and I'm just on the floor. I love it. Anyways, well, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. Guys, you just flattering me. I'm gonna get as red as this point Santa, or point, how you call it, poinsettia, or thank you guys. My son is awesome. By the way, dear friends, yeah, I love his special. I like my son's facial expressions too, and he loves his expressions. It's just hilarious. By the way, guys, can I ask you poinsettia? Well, okay, thank you. Can I ask you about something personal? And I would appreciate if some of you can do it. So I think it was a couple videos back. You saw my son videos about negative thinking. He wanted to make a video. He was just after his taekwondo class. He didn't even drink water. And he said, Mom, I want to make a video for people. I want to help them if they feel depressed. So guys, whoever is on the call, please, could you please send, type some nice comment. I got many comments in my personal box, and, really sweet appreciation. But I want to encourage him doing these videos. So if you would be so kind and just post your feedback, and you don't have to write something you don't feel, but if you have something to say, if you've seen his video, I think it's called What Negative Thoughts Do to You, here on YouTube, if you could, it would mean a lot, because I really, like, I'm his mother, I want him to encourage doing that, because he's so beyond his time, before his time, and it just, I'm just curious, where is this all going? He actually has a channel. Okay, I'm done. His channel is under the video. I am in United States, in Michigan. My son's name is Ruslan. Ruslan, it's a Russian name. Yes, thank you guys. Okay, so his channel link is under that video. Dear friends, thank you so very much. If you will come up with questions, ideas after this video, please post them below in the comments. After the video is done, I'll make more videos. But for those who just joined, we talked today about the reasonable waiting times and authentic Ukrainian women. I will make more videos, and they might be just short and precise, right on the topic. But please be reasonable and do not put your life on hold. If there is indefinite, too much unknown, unscheduled, it's too much in the air, it's all blurry, and there is no particular plan, there is always something going on. Like I said, example, You might not like my example, but you know, when you need to answer nature call, you will find a way to do it. When you need to be with somebody and you met somebody right, there is nothing on your way except for death. So remember that. Ain't no woman wait 10 years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know if Tracy's still here, but there is no one on the planet that met you twice and she's waiting for you 10 years. Please move on, find yourself somebody real. Do what your heart tells you to do. But don't give somebody 10 years of your life with a blurry and strange, unknown past. Yes, I made this video. I felt like, exactly, I felt like I can't fall asleep unless I get this out of my system. Sometimes, okay, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes somebody sends you a letter and there is 100 million little details and things. But these details have no value when there is a number 10 years. There ain't no explanation, you know, for 10 years being on air, okay? I might be a grandmother in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, God knows, you know, I might live on Mars in 10 years. Real woman, like, okay, like Steve Harvey would say, real woman want your ass here and not an ocean away, okay? She doesn't care about your gifts. She doesn't care about your flowers as much as she cares about who you are, what you can offer, what you can provide as a man for the family, and what does your future look like with you. That's what she cares about. She ain't, you know, she's not gonna put her life on hold. You put your life on hold. There is no way. No way, period. So guys, with that being said, with all my passion, thank you so very much. I wish you an awesome start of the week. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting this channel. I appreciate this deeply. It means the world to me. And you have more questions, you have confusions, don't doubt to send me an email, consultveronika@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Thank you, James. I am blushing. You guys are the best. Like, can you see it? I am literally blushing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. From Michigan with love.